welcome back. Now, the nation's report card for reading and math just came out, and we're going down in points.
Yeah, experts say we can improve our scores by getting kids excited about reading. And here with us to discuss how we could do that, co-authors Matthew and Melissa Hammersley. Guys, thank you so much for being with us and waking up early out west to join us on Good Day.
Absolutely. Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're excited to be here. Share a little bit about our Read Aloud magic.
Yes.
Yeah, we're excited to hear more about it. We want to find out how this can help kids, but tell us how you guys came about this concept and what you've done to kind of become authors with it and push the idea out to the masses.
Yeah, absolutely. We came up with the idea for Novel Effect at a baby shower that was being held for us before our daughter was born. So the hosts had asked guests to bring books with little inscriptions written in them for us to build a library for her. And during the shower, one of them read out loud from the book that they brought. And she was adding her own silly voices and sound effects as she was reading along. And the kids at the shower were just completely locked in, and the grown-ups became engrossed in the story and the storytelling. And it was kind of a light bulb moment for Matt, where he realized that the experience of us reading aloud together with our daughter as a family was going to be about so much more than the collection of books that we had on our shelves. Right. It was really about the time that we were going to be spending together and the joy that we were going to be creating with the read aloud experience. And you know, he just thought, if every read aloud could be as fun and engaging as that one, that our daughter and any kid really would be able to discover the joy of reading together.
And, you know, at that time I was a patent attorney and I was a chemical engineer background. So like, wasn't really bringing that much good to the world. And, you know, when you have a child, it has that power to change your perspective, right? And kind of focus in on what's important. And, you know, had this experience and like, oh my gosh, it's one of those things that just consumes you. And 3 months later, we had, you know, changed careers, started the company, had our daughter, and kind of went all in on this journey.
Wow.
And
that's amazing.
That's what Rock Your Read Aloud is kind of about, is we spent the last 10 years immersing ourselves in read alouds. Like we have probably 10 million, 15 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or read alouds that we've kind of been a part of in one way, shape, or form through our app at Novel Effect and what we've done in research and experience. And we want to share some of that that we've learned kind of from all of our teacher, educator friends, our parents at home, of this trick of basically how you get your kids excited to read. How do you get them?
That is a big question, right? Well, we're seeing some pictures that you guys had sent over, and obviously a little clip of you guys there on Shark Tank, it looks like. So talk to us about this correlation. I mean, we've heard this from the experts many times, and a lot of times parents maybe just kind of put it out of mind. You hear it and it sounds interesting, but then you forget about it. What's the correlation between reading out loud and actually making a difference in our reading scores?
Yeah, so from what I've seen, the first step, if you want a child to learn something, they got to pay attention.
Right.
Like, it's simple as that. Like, if they're not paying attention, if they're getting bored, if they're disengaged, they're not going to learn the lessons of that material, right? They're not going to get engrossed in it. And how do you capture kids' attention in this day and age with all the video games, all of the flashing lights and constant, you know, content that they're exposed to? And
Sure.
You got to meet them where they are, is what we discovered, right? You've got to make it a production. And that's what we do at Novel Effect by adding this theatrical music and sound effects that are combined with the reader reading out loud. And my God, so many parents and teachers have been like amazed at that level of engagement from their kids. You know, before they could only get through 1 or 2 pages before the kid's up running away doing something else, you know, interrupting in the classroom. And now they're clapping at the end of the story and one another, right? And it's that kind of level of experience and magic that we think is the linchpin right, to get kids excited to read.
That kind
Absolutely.
of, yeah, that kind of takes me back to, my younger years growing up, and I can remember listening on the record player to the read aloud books, whether it was like,
Right.
the Disney or the Star Wars, or just, it's time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring. I mean, that kind of the thing that kind of is stuck in my brain.
Right.
Yeah.
Curious.
Yeah, we've taken that kind of experience and sort of modernized it with mobile technology and speech recognition. So we don't actually play the ding. We follow along with you as you read. And it's really
nice.
just like Matt said about making reading exciting and interesting, and getting kids and the grown-ups engaged with the story. Because if the grown-up is excited, the kid's going to be excited about it.
Absolutely. All right, tell us again about the book, the app, how we can learn more, and maybe try this out with our own kids.
Yeah, well, the app is free to download. Noveleffect.com is our website. It's available on iOS and Google. And Rock Your Read Aloud is publishing April 1st. You can pre-order it now on Novel Effect, or you can go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, pretty much anywhere that books are going to be sold. That's where you can find it. And like I said, we think and are so excited about being able to share all of our learnings that we've had, to really help empower, parents and teachers to create that magical experience with their kids.
Yeah, the Rock Your Read Aloud book features 30 titles that we support in the Novel Effect app, which supports over 1,000 titles.
Wow.
The best part of the experience that we've been able to build with our team is that it works with real books. So books you already have on your shelf, books kids know and love. And Rock Your Read Aloud really highlights how you can use those stories with tips and tricks, learning activities, and ways to engage with your child and talk about what you're reading, because that's another key part of getting them excited. It's really talking about what you're learning in the stories, what you're discovering.
Yeah, and one of the things I love about Rock Your Read Aloud too, that I really got into when we were writing it, is within those 30 titles, we don't just tell you to use silly voices. We tell you exactly what kind of voice to use for a given story, because we've seen what works, right? And so we're trying to provide that more, technical blueprint to a parent or teacher who isn't taught how to read books to kids, right? It's just kind of assumed that they can and do it well. And we try and give them all the tools necessary to make it magical, right? From using the app to how you tell the story, what kind of emotion and tones, where you pause to really get that dramatic effect.
Yeah, that sounds like a perfect baby shower gift.
Oh yeah, I love
for
the
parents.
concept. So.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's been great. We're going to share this interview on our website. It's 9and10news.com, and get folks some more information if they want to learn more. But Matthew and Melissa Hammersley, thank you guys so much for being with us on Good Day. Wish you all the success with your endeavor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.